Hey guys, how's it going? Felt like making a little video on this J-Red 670 here. I'm going to try to straddle the tripod and not bump you guys too bad. Let's see here. I've already got the wheel degreed in, but maybe you guys want to see the, like a fresh start on doing a wheel. So we'll roll this around a bunch. Alright, my wheel is set up. I destroyed an old DeWalt drill. This is the 1/2-inch keyless chuck that I mounted to the smaller diameter wheel. I love this combo. There's lots of different wheels and number variations. I like this one. I don't know why. I typically prefer to do PTO side. I can do it on flywheel side, just depends on the saw and what I'm doing, especially if it's something like this where I've already got all this stuff pulled off because we did the crank. This is just a piece of brazing rod that I've been around, and typically this setup with minor adjustments, I can get it to most saws. I mean, most saws have this setup. So, and I can get this all the way. I've done 395. I've had this on 395 cranks. I left the shaft sticking out so I can mount Joe's digital wheel up to it to check durations. I use his wheel to check durations. I use the round wheel to get my numbers. But so I have the cylinder bolted on with 2 bolts. You don't have to do it. It makes it easier if you're trying to zero your wheel, just so you're not shifting anything around. This is bolted down snug. You are able to bend it and move it around. So typically how I like to do it, where's my flashlight? Probably gonna be a boring video to some, but so I'm gonna turn this way so I can look in here, and the way it runs, I'll try to find bottom dead center as close as I can, because that'll cut down on I like to keep this right tight to the edge. That'll cut down on fidgeting with this quite a bit. So I take my wheel, bottom dead center. I'll come in here. I'll try not to move anything, and I will tighten this up. Kind of hard to do on camera. I'll push it all the way back, I guess. Alright, let's see. I gotta stand up, get my hands back here. I'm gonna snug that down, but I can still move it. And then you can use this style piston stop. We've got other ones too. Give me a second. Well, I did have other ones. I still got them. They're just... I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. I don't know where it's at right now. There's the double-sided ones that come with these kits that you can get on eBay. They just slip in. You can use that style, this style. I've used this a lot. Just slide it in there and then just hold it tight to it if I'm in a pinch. For the sake of argument, this one's the easiest for you guys to learn on, and I'll show you why. So I'll get that in there. I'm gonna try not to bump the camera, and then I'll twirl this around. And what is that hitting? I'd say that's 62. So we'll swing this back around, and perspective's probably different on camera. And looks like that's showing about 60. So it's not zeroed yet, but it's close. We got it pretty close just by throwing that on there. So that's 62. So I'll hold this And I will move this to 61 if I... overshot it. Okay, that looks like 61. Still overshot it just a little bit. So I'll go back this way and look at it again. Yeah. Alright, and what I'm going to do is adjust this to where that's right on 60. Now I should be able to swing this back this way. See how I'm hitting 60? Come back over, I'm hitting 60. So now this wheel is zeroed. So now I'll snug it down even more, and then I'll double check it just to make sure I didn't move anything. So right there we go. It's still zeroed. So now that that wheel is zeroed, that's how I zero a wheel on. And I typically don't turn it and grab it, turning it by this. I like to turn it with the flywheel. So now let's see where the exhaust opens. And this piston's chamfered, so it's gonna skew the factory numbers a little bit because I chamfered this piston. But I'm going to be getting the numbers with this piston. And it is, I'll look through there, looks like 100. So, because we're 90 and then 80. So that'd be 90, 95, 100. So this one's 100. I'm going to write that on this curve. So we'll do squish, exhaust, transfers, intake. We'll do 100 on the exhaust. Now let's check intake. I'll turn it the right way here. Okay, we're at 70. We're at 70. So that will be 140. And see if I can see the transfers. I'm going to say probably about right there. Oh, 100, 110, about 115, 116. Yeah, about 116. Wished I could see in there a little better. For sure they're open right there. But I'm also going off from that chamfer, so. I bet without the chamfer on that piston, this would have been at 120. But, alright, so now let's get the squish. I got two different thicknesses of solder that I do that with. Just nip the tip off this one. I like to bring this up, back it down a little bit so I don't stuff it out the exhaust port. Okay. It barely tunked that, but let's see where she's at. Looks like 32. So that's how I get the stock numbers. Now I got the stock numbers, I got the squish. Now I got to do some thinking on what do I want to do to the cylinder. These cylinders are kind of getting unatanium, so I don't know. I mean, I can always retrofit a Husky cylinder in this thing, but you got to use the block and all that stuff, and then it's not truly a genuine Johnson red anymore. And so yeah, but I guess that'll conclude this video. That's how I sometimes set a wheel up. There's different ways of doing it. I don't know if my way is right or wrong. It's just how I do it, and if it helps one of you guys out, then so be it. So hopefully it does help somebody out, because otherwise I'm kind of wasting my time putting this out there. So alright, that's that. You guys take it easy, have a good one, and enjoy.